Welcome back to Living with a Classic. We're here with the XJS that's being turned from right-hand drive to left-hand drive. It's been a couple months since we made some progress on it on video. I've done a few things off camera and I want to show you that because when you see the car now, it will look exactly like the last video where I tried to fit the dash and it wouldn't fit because of two little vacuum solenoids that were in the way. And we realized that the top part of the heater box is different on a right-hand and left-hand drive car, and I fixed that now. And I want to show you what was involved, and if all goes well, this time the dash should fit. So from the outset, nothing looks different. We still have pretty much everything taken apart. Let's see here. However, this time, when I fit the dash, there's space here because those two vacuum fits over there, that one and that one, they were over here on the other top, this part. So you might think this is not that difficult to get off. Well, yes, it's held in by that bolt, one over there, that screw up there, and then it's held to the top of the heater box. However, to get the heater box out, you will need to disconnect the AC. And if you've ever worked on these cars, you know that this AC coupling, the one that goes right there, can be very difficult to get out without breaking this. But luckily, I was working on some other cars for a while. The whole deal with this car is Dan, the painter, who's painting my XJS. So in his off time, when he doesn't have customer work, he works on my XJS, painting it and replacing rust and making it look nice. In my off time, I work on his XJS. So letting this soak for a couple of weeks with penetrating oil, I would spray it every now and then. I actually got it to get off because the whole heater box needs to go in there. There are two screws here as well, or two nuts, one there, one over there, and then this whole thing slides in. And I can show you here because this is what you can see, and here's the windscreen, but these are the screws you need to get off back here, and then there are a couple at the front as well, but they're easy to get to. So this is the old piece that I removed, and the new one is in now. The only thing I had to change is I had to extend some of the vacuum lines a little bit. Other than that, things are pretty much the same. So we're in the same position we were before. It's time to put the dash in. I'm going to try that. I don't need to film it, but let's lay it in and we'll see if it fits. And if it does, we will see if the instrument binnacle, that is not the one for the car, that's a spare one that I'm using just to try see if it fits. So let's try that out and hopefully this time it works so I can actually make some progress on this project. A little while later, the dash is in place. It's really only held in 4 places. You get 2 bolts on each side and then there's a nut up the top. But it's held in place, seems to fit well. And now there's plenty of room here to fit the dash. That didn't work before because of the vacuum capsules here. So I'm going to try to fit the dash or the instruments, see how that works. And then all the wood is going to be moved over. I took the wood from the other dash because it matches all of this. Is in good condition. I can move that over. But let's just try to fit the instruments, see that that works. And if it does, there's a lot more left to do here before that can go in place. But I just want to make sure that it fits, and then I can continue with wiring, vacuum lines, and a few other things. This is just a spare binnacle I have, and it fits. No problem at all. Here's space for the side pieces. So the mounting holes and screws are of course behind here. But I have it plugged in and it fits, no problem at all. I could not get it in here before with the other top of the heater box. So that's really, really good. Now there's just a little bit left to do, a little bit of wiring. I have one main vacuum line to pull from that side to this side and a couple other things. But I think before all of that, I'm going to start to focus on a couple other things on this project, like getting the steering rack in place. Now the other one, getting the lower steering column to go through the floor, get that blanking plug out of the floor, move that to the other side. So there's quite a bit to do, but this is a massive step forward that the dash fits and the wiring harness and everything else actually fits in the car. Anyways, that's actually going to be it for this video. A little bit of a short update, but I really just want to make sure I can get the dash in, and it's been in and out a couple times even to get it to fit with the wiring harness and everything, because everything's been out and it's been in a different car. Getting everything to fit has been a little bit fiddly. I'm going to continue with some updates on this car. I have another car I'm doing similar things to, so there will be updates on this one and a completely different video series on that one. That is an XJ Coupe, which is simpler to do. We'll show a couple things on that, but not as much as we're showing on this one. I think I'm on a little bit of time crunch sometimes to film, so we'll see how it goes. But next time we update this car, I think the steering and all that is in place, and I'm not going to film that because that's just putting a steering rack in and everything, showing you replacing the bushes and all that. So that's going in. The next big project I think I'm going to film for you guys is running new brake lines. And once that is done, the engine bay can be put back together with the intakes and everything. And then we're getting pretty close to actually firing this thing up for the first time with the steering wheel on this side. But lots left to do. But there will be an update really soon for you guys on this XJS. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. Till next time, I'm Adam. This was Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.